So I think the best person who can reflect on who would be the most apt person to carry on Sheriff Mike Hennessy's legacy is Sheriff Mike Hennessy. And while I certainly appreciate that my friends up here certainly are invoking, I think, all the positive reflections of Mike Hennessy has already said that he would like myself to help carry on. And make no mistake, there's no filling the shoes of Mike Hennessy. That's impossible. But what he is quoted as saying is that he wants somebody with the versatility that can take the Sheriff's Department in the next era of criminal justice in San Francisco. And that means uniting a legislator's skills, law enforcement skills, and the political acumen to make it happen. Why is that? The Sheriff's Department's budget is a drop in the ocean, $161 million in an ocean of $6.8 billion of what our city's budget is. It's not enough to know just the Sheriff's Department budget. You got to know the whole criminal justice system in San Francisco. You got to know that all the stakeholders municipally is a combined budget of $1.47 billion. And you got to know that the Sheriff's Department is really a tenth of that totality. And you got to know how to advocate vociferously, because it's the adult probation department and the Sheriff's Department are the two primary departments responsible for rehabilitation and reentry. Just ask yourself this statistic. For every 4 people that the San Francisco Police Department arrests and the San Francisco District Attorney prosecutes, over 3 are repeat offenders within 3 years. And yet their budget is $500 million every year. I know. We helped allocate it. And then look at the short shrift of the 2 primary departments. That's why we need a strong advocate to mirror and show that this is slightly counterintuitive, that I really believe in rehabilitation and reentry, effective and accountable. And I believe in elevating the role of the Department of Sheriffs in a way that augments and partners with the police department in a way that makes us all feel safe. Whether you live in a poor neighborhood or you live in a rich neighborhood, public safety is a civil liberty and it is a right. And just like when I became supervisor of the Western Addition, I wouldn't let go until the crime came down, and I'll do that as sheriff citywide.
I think everybody is fully aware that we are about to face a significant change in the Sheriff's Department and how we do business. I also believe that it is vital that the next person chosen to be sheriff is somebody who has the knowledge and experience of the department, who has the trust and respect of the people that do the job in order to take command of this challenge. The best person to continue Mike Hennessy's legacy of success is somebody who's been a part of that success. I am that person. I've been in the department now for 15 years. My entire civil service career has been with the Sheriff's Department. I have been promoted 4 times through the ranks by the sheriff, by the very person who provided us the visionary leadership, as someone to continue and to make sure that success is carried on. I am completely, absolutely dedicated to bringing this department forward as we face the new challenge. I have the overwhelming universal support of the individuals, the women and the men in our department who do the job every day. I have children here in San Francisco, and I am dedicated to make sure they grow up in a safe San Francisco. I think it's very important that we ensure the successful reintegration of individuals from custody back into our community. When people are going back into our neighborhoods, they should have education, tools, and my hope is jobs to make sure that that transition is successful. Reducing the chances of recidivism and reoffending means increasing public safety for all of us. I also believe with knowledge of the department, we can make things more efficient, and I think that's very important given the concerns of our budgetary constraints. That is what I provide in terms of my candidacy for sheriff. I also believe that it's important to realize some people have been saying that you need to be an expert in politics to be a good sheriff. If that's your belief, then I might not be your number 1 choice. I might be your number 2 choice. However, my belief is that to be a good sheriff, you need to be an expert in the Sheriff's Department. Thank you.
You're welcome to be my number 2.